Everybody has their own list of fragrances that they kind of regret buying. So I figured, why not tell you guys which ones were my best buys. Now these fragrances that I have here, the ones that we're going to talk about are Fragrance Familia. It's your boy Johnny Sense. If you guys like anything to do with fragrances and smells, definitely leave a like, comment, or subscribe. But let's get into the video. So to start off this list, let's start off with one of the cheaper buys. Now, I got to first give shout outs to Aromatics, shout out to Neve and his channel, and to the whole fragrance community. Honestly, to be honest, he put me on this fragrance. I cannot lie about it. He did. I did see this in a video. He mentioned two fragrances that really piqued my interest, and I went ahead and blind bought this fragrance, and it ended up being a love. Azure Royale. Well, the way how he said it, or how he sold me, was he said that it was like blue talisman mixed in with some Versace Dylan purple. It is a female fragrance. My girl does have that fragrance, and it is definitely one of the ones that I like from her collection the most. This is, in that sense, kind of like that fragrance, just a little bit more masculine, even though this is quite unisex. You get a lot of fruity pear in here. You get some like watery, aquatic-y floral notes going on here, and then a lot of musk and maybe some really light, clean woods. Another cheapie, just to go ahead and get some nice affordable fragrances out here. Man, I gotta talk about not my goat, but my elephant. This fragrance right here go absolutely nuts. Now, compared to the fragrance Azure Royale, that one's a little bit more unisex. If you don't like fruity fragrances, sweet fragrances, then it may not be your thing, but it's a really nice, clean, fruity type of musky type of scent profile. This one's not the complete opposite, but definitely way more different. This one's a little bit more niche, I would say, even though compared to its original, which I have never smelled, but just based on my knowledge, I can tell that this one's a more lighter, and they just went a little bit different, more vanillic and a lot more aromatics on the focus here. And because of that, absolutely beautiful fragrance. I love wearing this fragrance. I mean, this is different because it does have some iris. So for those who don't like iris, that powdery floral kind of nature may not be your thing. Even the lavender sometimes does have some powdery nuances. This is a masculine floral, but it is kind of more niche. It's not built for everybody. I can't say that. But man, definitely one of the best iris scent profiles that I have, and I do like a lot of them and have quite a bit of them. This one I like because, like I say, a lot more aromatics over here going on, and I just get more vanilla here. It's just, I see it as more versatile and more mass appealing. So definitely try before you buy anything, of course, but this is definitely one that when I got off the rip, I liked. I didn't need no maceration, no nothing. French Avenue Thunder did their thing with this one. Shout out to the elephant. Excellent fragrance. Now, little story. Very controversial. Sorry, y'all can kill me in the comments if y'all like, but Dior Sauvage is a little bit overrated for me. It's great to have in your collection. I don't mind having a decant for life, for sure, but I wouldn't go crazy. I already have the next best thing affordable for that scent profile, so I'm Gucci. This though, and shout out to Dior, because if you know, you know, but Dior, don't let the bottle fool you. Its simplicity almost tells you about the scent profile. But as you can tell by the glass, by the fragrance, this is not like every other fragrance. Looks well cut, sophisticated, I would say, almost classy, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much what this scent profile comes with. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. I'm not an amber head, but the ambers in here with a lot of woods. I think it's patchouli, cedar, maybe cashmere or something like that going on. But man, super great fragrance for an EDT. Its longevity over time is definitely very impressive for me. I do like the wearing experience. In the beginning, it might be a little light, but for an EDT, you would actually be very surprised. In my opinion, it performs more like an EDP, maybe like a light EDP, but an EDP nonetheless. Very nice, sophisticated, classy fragrances. When you guys see a lot, I do like my playful fragrances. I do like a lot of fragrances and scent profiles. I can appreciate them, even the ones that I regretted. But these right here kind of describe a little bit more about me, about what I like. And I really like my classy, dark fragrances. Yeah, I just like that good stuff, you know. And the Azure Royale isn't really sophisticated, classy. That one's more classy, I would say. But the Thunder one that I talked about, this one was definitely crazy. Sophisticated. Iris usually brings that type of sophistication. This one is definitely way more mass appealing. Woods, clean woods, nice woods, excellent. It's simple, but it just motherfucking works. When I smelled this, I remember when Dior Sauvage was crazy in its prime and whatnot. When this kind of came out, my cousin gave me a little decant of it from Macy's and whatnot, and I remember smelling it, and I was like, yo, so this is what a fragrance, because I used to buy from like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and nothing wrong with that, but you know, that's why you spending that Dior money, right? I was just like, wow, that is a fragrance. That is what a man should be smelling like every day. Simple. Great musk as well. Sexy musk. They did their thing. All right, let's talk about another one that maybe not might be for everybody, but man, when I got my nose on this, it was different. It was like another fragrance that I'll bring up right up next. But man, this is a fragrance that might take a few wears for you to truly understand it. But man, this is a type of vanilla that is different. Vanilla is awesome. It's very seductive, very mass appealing. Works almost every time. But the type of musky vanilla that goes on in here is just different when it comes to perfumery. You do not smell something like this that often. Almost niche type, but at a designer level, I would say, because you really can't even get something like this. But that musky vanilla is absolutely great. If you guys know anything better, definitely let us know in the comments below. But man, yeah, when I got this, which I think it might be discontinued, the old batches, but man, yeah, just a great musky vanilla that I really truly enjoyed. Awesome fragrance. Just like I ended up loving this fragrance right here, Prada L'homme. Same thing. Both of these have a powdery nature. The Prada Black has more of like, it's heavy on the tonka bean, right? And some ambers, but man, it's like powdery, sweet vanilla, awesome muskiness, bro, with some aromatics going on there. And this one again has some iris, but also has some neroli. It might have some jasmine. I think it's definitely got some white florals right there, some violets, cardamom, sexy cardamom. You already know. Shout out to Prada, back to back. Great fragrances they make. And this one right here, man, it might take you some time to appreciate and whatnot, but like this one right here, awesome fragrances. I actually like the black one more than I like the original one, but I bring up the original one because I also love wearing it. I just like and love wearing the scent profile. Something about this classy, sophisticated, floral, powdery nature with some sexy cardamom. Probably a little bit of ambers as well. Some musk going on here, some woods. Man, just aromatic, fucking absolutely beautiful fragrance. And like the Prada Black, it's different. You don't smell this. Gucci Guilty, the EDT, the regular one, that's awesome. You can hate it all day long, but it works. It's an awesome fragrance. It's one of the greats for the reason. But this, compared to that type of clean type of scent profile that a lot of people may like, this is different. So this may not be for everybody. I remember wearing this and I was like, I liked it, but it wasn't like a love. But man, this is a masterpiece at this point for me. This is a great fragrance, absolutely beautiful fragrance. Smells, just makes you smell clean. In my opinion, it's perfect for like the white collared type of shirts, you know, that type of vibe with some dress pants and whatnot. But man, absolutely beautiful, classy, sophisticated white floral type of fragrance. Let's go with a more affordable one next. And let's talk about this Khadlaj Island. Bro, when I tell you, fam, that this was a successful blind buy, this was probably one of my most successful blind buys. These two are close to each other for a reason, and they probably will be, because for that reason, I like it. This one compared to the more unisex one, you could say that this one's a little bit more masculine. And the only really big con about this is that, you know, sweet pineapple, tropical vibes. But, you know, if you don't really like pina coladas, if that's not really your thing, then this ain't it. But if you like pina coladas, vacation, those type of vibes, creamy pina colada, that's pretty much what I get here. Absolutely delectable, almost gourmandish, because that's how delectable it is, that scent profile. Awesome. Pressurized atomizer, Khadlaj Island, bro. Awesome. Awesome fragrance. I really do like this one. Pineapple, iris in here, but it's not really one of the main focuses, even though it does add some powdery nature to it. But it adds almost like this nice sophisticated vibe, like I say. Like it almost brings in some elegance and some masculinity going on here. But definitely probably heavy on some vanilla, or probably most likely some tonka bean in here, bringing in that creamy vanilla type of vibe going on. So I would say that with some pineapple is what I get, and some coconut, of course, get that pina colada sort of vibe. But yeah, awesome fragrance. This didn't cost me much, whatever it cost. That's why I was like, man, 40-50 bucks max. Yes, I would spend the bread. Definitely would be a repurchase for me. Let's see, moving on. Let's talk about some designers. I'm gonna end with these three designers right here. I am definitely a little bit new in my niche, but I do love the niches that I own. I got some samples from the Prisma brand, Mansera Cedra Basé, Easy Beginner, Guerlain L'homme, Ideal et de Parfum, because of that cherry. Awesome fragrances. I do love my niches. Need to step up my game and my bread up, slick, high key. But yes, three designers. Let's start off with 1 Million Lucky, Cobalt, and Valentino Coral Fantasy. I could damn near say, except for the 1 Million Lucky, I definitely got these two. Nope, I apologize. This is the only one that I got from Ulta. Got these at discounters for sure. Would definitely get this at a discounter. Awesome fragrances. You can smell these. All these you should be able to smell at a Sephora or at an Ulta or something. Macy's for sure. Definitely get your nose on it. These were ones when I first sniffed, especially this one. Instant, like, what was that? Let me get that. Add it to the bag. I don't need to hear nothing else. Type of energy. You know what I mean? These fragrances are great. This got red apple, sexy cardamom, vetiver, some aromatics in here, lavender and stuff. Man, fucking great juice. Great juice. I would say that. I gotta spray them just because I love smelling them. And man, every time. This one's got nice plum, okay, lavender, pink pepper, truffle notes, what makes this one a little bit interesting. And definitely worth to get my nose on, because this was a successful buy for me. I would love buying this, and I would definitely probably get it again. I have Khadlaj Shadow, more affordable version of it. It's definitely a little bit different, but man, this sexy plum right here, definitely nice to get your nose on. Very mass appealing. Definitely one that I could almost guarantee you will like when you buy. Just be careful with the spray sometimes, because I do get like the truffle can get a little bit too earthy or whatnot, but that's like after it's like been in your collection for a while, you know, and it gets denser and whatnot. But 1 million lucky right here. Still love it to this day. Will forever love it. Every time I smell it, I can recognize it because I like it that much. I'm very used to it. Also has plum. I would say this is even better than this, but this I could see this one. Oof, this is a tough battle right here. These two might have to be in a video. Y'all let me know in the comments below if y'all trying to see a video of these two. See which one wins, but man, plum as well, but you got a lot more stuff going on here like orange blossoms, some citruses, some aldehydes, this almost like clean white tea. Then you got some like nice playful fruity plum going on here. Then you got some tonka beans, some vanilla, some woods, bringing in some of that masculinity and whatnot, and bringing in some more sweetness and just some more seductive, sensual type of energy. And I think that's why they called it lucky, because every time I feel this, I feel like I could get lucky. That's the type of energy it is. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video for today. I think that was what, like 10 fragrances that I loved buying. These are ones I wouldn't say necessarily my top 10, but I would, I would say very close, because when I see these fragrances, these are ones that when I see and grab them, I'm like, ooh, I remember a good story about this. I have a great story about all of them. The last one I actually forgot to mention is actually going to be this guy right here. I think this is number 10. His Confessions. Cheapy from Lataffa. We'll end it really short because this one, besides it being a great fragrance from Lataffa, sometimes with Middle Eastern fragrances, it could be really, really iffy whether it will be a successful blind buy or not. This one I would definitely say again might be a little bit more niche to some beginners for sure. It's definitely mass appealing, but it has some nuances here that may not be for everybody. I would say that, but for me, for my liking and the scent profiles that I like, this hits almost every mark. It also has this elegance, sophistication, classiness. It's got a little sensual, seductive nature. It's kind of dark. It's got ambers that was kind of heavy on and I was kind of sketchy about, but off rip, man. Like even like the cheapies that I've mentioned so far, at least to me, for my liking, off rip, great. Iris, again, if you guys can notice, I am an iris head, so like great fragrance. I do love my plum too, though. I can't cap. These fruity fragrances that I've mentioned are absolutely bangers. But yeah, this with the iris, just another one that I really liked. Really successful blind buy for me. Worth it. May not be for everybody. Definitely sample before you buy. And yeah, that's gonna be all the fragrances that I have here for you guys today. You guys let me know what were y'all's top 10s or what fragrances you guys loved and would definitely repurchase again. Let me know what my list is. I try to add a little variety in here. There's definitely a lot of fragrances that I definitely have some nice stories and ones that I definitely do like and love for sure. But these are ones, like I said, I just like really quick. I should have recorded that like 10-50 seconds just to like pick up the ones that I could for this video. So hopefully you guys liked the video. See you guys next time on the next video. Peace.
Like and subscribe.